Hi everyone, Shirtlad here. In a previous entry, which was quite a while ago, where I covered the roster of Rengou vs. Zaft II PLUS, I was rather brief about the unlockables, simply stating that all you really need to do in order to get them all would be to run through the arcade mode 11 times. While that much is true for the most part, I'd like to be a bit more thorough in my coverage for the unlockables themselves, so apologies for retreading older ground. That being said, let's get to it. The unlocks here consist of 3 additional arcade routes, the route G, H, and I, on top of 8 unlockable units, 2 of which being mobile armors, the rest being mobile suits. As I had stated before, you gradually get to unlock them by clearing any route in the arcade mode. It can be the same route over and over again, so if there's one you enjoy, feel free to run that one as much as you'd like. Also, using continues doesn't count as failing the run itself. If you'd like to simplify the process even more, I'd suggest using the Strike Noir or venture into the Options tab and decrease the arcade difficulty. The guides on how to use the former and where to find the latter should be in the description, if you can stomach the poor audio quality that yours truly of the past is regrettably known for. Anyways, if you beat the arcade mode once, you get the G route for the arcade mode, increasing the amount of the available routes to 7. Not much to be said about this one. After clearing it for the second one, you get the H route. Not to worry though, from this point onwards it's all the units for the most part. The third arcade clear gets you the Heine Western Floss custom Zaku Phantom. It's a 450 cost, which despite bearing some similarities to the regular white blaze Zaku Phantom in Reza Bural colors, does come with a few tricks up its sleeve, namely the Tomahawk toss and a blocking move. It's also orange. Unlock number 4, coinciding with the 4th successful arcade run, is the Gelsgi, or as I sometimes like to call it, the Gym Spider type.
Spiders! Punch 'em!
This is a mostly ranged unit which comes with a pair of claws and a beam shield. To offset its bulkiness and high health though, its point cost is definitely on the steeper side, sharing its cost bracket with the Akatsukis, the Justice, and Freedom at 560 points. The 5th successful run will get you the Isaac Jules' very own Goof Ignited. In terms of cost, it occupies the 450 point bracket alongside Heine's Orange Goof, but unlike that one, it sports a spinning whip move as its sub-weapon, which can be used for both defending against incoming attacks and dealing damage to anything that gets too close. Beating the arcade for the 6th time gets you Dirke Elzemann's Blaze Zaku Phantom, colored in black. This one comes with an additional axe, dual-wielding 2 of them for melee, and unlike the Heine Western Floss custom, it retains the Missile Pod charge attack. On top of that, you get to manually reload your primary weapon with your special ranged inputs. Like the other Zaku Phantoms, this one resides in the 450 point bracket. Unlock number 7 and a mobile armor number 2 is the Zamzaza. This 560 point crab thing comes with a much flashier looking moveset than its arachnid looking sibling. With its sharp claws and powerful beam attacks, it's not too shabby at a mid to close range, and to offset its large stature, it has a nifty beam shield, which can either block manually or passively cover you in combat for a limited time. Arcade run number 8 will unlock the Black Ash, sharing its 270 point cost with its green variant. This one has less health and a mostly similar moveset, but it gets a defensive melee counter in place of the Green Ash's special melee move. Other than that, it's a shrimp with guns. The 9th unlock in the lineup is Andy Waldfeld's custom Gaia Gundam, which costs the same as the standard 450 point Gaia. However, this one puts a bit more emphasis on the quadruped mode, allowing you to stay in the Zoids mode a lot longer, on top of letting you use the beam cannons on the back as a separate move. Last of the mobile suit unlocks is the 450 cost Stargazer, being unlocked as you clear the arcade mode for the 10th time. Unlike the Stargazer you might be used to from the later AX Versus series, this one gives you a lot more bombs, playing like a less aggressive equivalent of a Zaku Kai, while featuring a melee poke and a 3-shot beam gun. Definitely a fun unit. Unlock number 11 is the I route for the arcade, capping the total amount of available arcade routes at 9. All in all, that's every unlockable in Rengou vs.Z.A.F.T.II, at least as far as the arcade mode goes. You can also get some pictures and whatnot for the gallery by beating the 6 stages of the challenge mode, as well as the game's plus mode, but those don't have as much of an impact on the gameplay itself. With that said, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. This has been the Shirtlad, signing out.